In this episode, we take a beautiful off-road trek to one of Kyrgyzstan's hidden gems, Son Kul Lake, a remote off-road trail through the clouds, where we spent the night in a traditional yurt under the sky full of stars. But the real adventure begins as we continue deeper into the wild, riding breathtaking treks to the spectacular Kül Suu Lake. After a few rest days in Naryn, it's time to pack our bags again. Today we will ride to Son Kul Lake. It's route number 15 from the book Explore Kyrgyzstan from On Traveler. The first 50 kilometers are paved and then the road changes into a gravel road towards the lake. The scenery is really spectacular. It's so green in Kyrgyzstan. And since we are in Kyrgyzstan, we meet a lot of other travelers. It's really nice to have a little chat with them and hear about the routes they are going to take.
We are on our way to Son Kul Lake.
It's a lake on, I think, 3,000 meter of altitude.
We started this morning in Naryn and now we are going up. But we are just stopping every 5 kilometers to take pictures. It's so beautiful here. It's amazing. But now it's time for the big work.
There is a path going up there and it's like really like...
A lot of hairpins.
A lot of hairpins.
Yeah, we were really looking forward to come here. Yeah, so...
Let's see how the view is on top of this
road.
The way up is challenging. It's steep and rocky, but it's so nice to ride here. Once up the hill, it's a very nice and easy gravel road. A lot of people live very remote. They come here in summer with their animals. In winter times, they often go back to the village. The weather started to change, but luckily it didn't rain. In the late afternoon, we arrived at the lake. It's one yurt camp after the other. We didn't make a reservation. We just stopped at one camp and could stay here.
We have arrived at Son Kul Lake and tonight we are sleeping in a yurt.
It's the first time in the yurt for us, so
yeah.
And it's in this setting, it's really, it couldn't be better.
Yeah, it's really nice here.
Yeah.
The way up was...
Yeah, all the route with all the hairpins, it was not easy. It was rocky. There were a lot of water runnels.
It was steep.
Yeah, it was steep. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
The hairpins were narrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was was not easy, but
It was challenging, but we
Yeah.
really enjoyed it.
yeah, the view up was really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's We have again no words. It was such a nice day. And now we are here at the lake.
It's a bit windy. It's not warm because we're on 3,000 meter.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really, really good.
Yeah.
It's nice.
And we are sleeping in the yurt. And that is also it's so nice. Let me show you our yurt. This is our yurt. I hope you can see, because it's so nice how it's built. It's just amazing. It's all handwork. And they say that one family has to work half a year to build one yurt. So that's a lot of work. And the bennies are parked right here behind the yurt.
And now it's time to relax and enjoy the beautiful view. We are very happy to be here, and in the evening we had a tasteful traditional dinner.
Good morning. We had a really good sleep in our yurt. Last night when we came back from dinner, when we entered the yurt, it was so hot here. They had put a little stove on. It was so cozy. But this night, when the stove went out, it was really, really cold. So it's good that we had thick blankets, because it was a cold night. And now we are going to have breakfast.
The next day we followed the road around Son Kul Lake, and then we took a very nice off-road trek towards Aktal. And we saw a herd of yaks for the first time. The northwest side of the lake was a more difficult part. There were some steep sections. This part had more ups and downs than the rest of the road around the lake. The view on top of the pass was very nice. The road is a good and big gravel road. There were no difficulties. The scenery changes a lot, from open grass fields into trees and mountains.
We stopped for lunch, but we have not so much food left. We have bread with mayonnaise and some cheese.
The graveyards in Kyrgyzstan are also special, like the graveyards in Kazakhstan. They look like small castles. We are on our way to Kül Suu Lake. The first kilometers are paved, but the rest is still good gravel for the moment. But as you can see, they are building the road, so maybe next year everything will be paved. This is is the first checkpoint. You need a border permit to go to Kül Suu. Our permit starts tomorrow, but luckily we didn't have to stop to show our permit. Right after the first checkpoint, we found this beautiful camping spot next to the river. We put up our tent here and made our famous pasta with red sauce. The next day, we packed everything and began our ride towards Kül Suu. The plan was to sleep close to the lake. We arrived at the second checkpoint, but when we showed our border permit, they told us that our permit was not valid. In the office, they made a mistake. They put in the wrong passport number and they corrected it with a pencil and wrote a little note on the permit. But at the checkpoint, they thought that we corrected the mistake. We tried to explain and after a while they let us pass. But we had to be back before 6 p.m. at this office. And they told us to arrange a new document. We were very happy that we could continue. Lake Kül Suu is an iconic place in Kyrgyzstan. The water is bright blue and the lake is surrounded by high cliffs. It's one of the most beautiful lakes in the country. But it's not so easy to get there. The lake is situated on a remote place and a border permit is required. But for us it was really worth all this. The off-road trek towards the lake was so nice to ride.
We are walking to Kül Suu Lake. It is one of the most beautiful places in Kyrgyzstan, according to the internet.
So they say.
So they say. We have to check for ourselves. But we are walking. But as you can see, there is a dirt track. And actually, all the way towards the lake is a dirt track. So we could have ride here.
Ridden. You could have ridden.
Yes, I'm sorry about my English. It's not so good, but I'm trying. But there was one river crossing that was a bit too deep and a lot of water. So we decided to walk. And we will let the van pass. You see, if he can come here.
It's only 6 kilometers.
Yeah, so we don't mind walking. It's nice. But we have to be back in time because we have a problem with our border permit. The air is thin here. Not so much oxygen. The temperature is really good.
The walk towards the lake was stunning, surrounded by mountains and very close near the Chinese border. The trail took us through a surreal high-altitude valley. And then, suddenly, there it was. A turquoise lake trapped between rock walls. Cold, remote and absolutely magical.
We could park our bikes at a yurt camp, and because they looked after the bunnies, we have dinner here. But look at the dinner, it looks so good and the bread is freshly made.
It's really the best bread we had in months, maybe.
It's so tasteful.
Yeah.
So we're really going to enjoy this.
Luckily, we were back in time at the checkpoint. We put up our tent on the same spot. And today is a special day. It's Roy his 14th birthday. Thank you for watching this video. It would be very nice if you would like this video and subscribe to our channel. and then we will see you in the next video.